Well, it's incredible that I was at Scunthorpe United, just came out of playing, and I was a community officer, and with a lady called Flo Bilton from the East Riding of Yorkshire. What we did a girls only session in conjunction with the council, and the first session we had me, bag of balls and 2 girls. However, in a short period of time, through a lot of community, and we're talking grassroots, the next session we're up to 2025, but that's 1990-91, and a lot of that was about enjoyment and participation, and it wasn't to be of the level and the scale that we've achieved and where we've got to now with the women's game. But it's surprisingly, in a different role at Leeds United, along came the Girls Centre of Excellence, and the Girls Centre of Excellence was a little bit of a subsidy from the FA of £1,000 and to run under 12s, 14s, 16s to start with on a Friday night, and that was the same time I was running an academy team with the males. So it was one of those that was on your job spec of any other duties, and you thought, oh, here we go, I've got 2 young kids, a wife crawling up the wall. Yeah, on a Friday night we'd go up to a place called Boston Spa, and we'd have a group of talented, enthusiastic, well supported by parents and volunteers, some girls playing football. And it really humbled you, because obviously coming out of the men's game where you expect the best pictures, you expect the officials there, you expect a pathway, an education, yet here we are with a number of young talented female players just enjoying it. And you know, you were very humbled because they travelled in, they give it their all, and that was really the start of the process that particularly FA got hold of it, and how it's materialised and gone forward since then. We're now at a stage with WSL, we're at a stage with the Olympics, we're at a stage then with, obviously we've seen the World Cup and the Euros. So from a very humble background of jumpers for goalposts, council pictures, sounds awful, but like many grassroots coaches will tell you when it's male or female, checking the area for dog bits and pieces, glass, everything like that, and then in a winter having 9, 10, 11-year-old girls turning blue, but making sure you put on a session that they enjoyed it, that they felt associated, because you had to have different values in them days, because it wasn't to do with talent ID. But in 25 years, how it's grown, it needs applauding, but also at the same time, the game can't rest on its laurels, because I think also we're at a stage where we have an opportunity to go forward, but we're also at a stage where it could be a pack of cards if you don't get it right, and it could all disintegrate. And what you don't want is all that hard work, because the players, the staff, the people in the limelight are getting the headlines, but you need to go way back to people that you won't know of Pav at the FA, Hope Powell in my area, Helen Croft, people like this that people don't know of, but they did the groundwork of what now is in post.